Outside my window is a park. I see different people every day. Watch the children as they play. I know God has left his mark. Once the clouds form in the sky, I watch the birds as they fly by. I see the lovers hand in hand. I hope they're making future plans. I'm glad Jesus saved my life. And don't you know that God makes the grass grow, but God makes the wind blow. God paints the sky and he created life. Have you thought about the leaves as they rustle, the streets as they bustle, nature as she blooms, he's coming soon. And don't you know that God makes the grass grow, but God makes the wind blow. God paints the sky and he created life. Have you thought about the leaves as they rustle, the streets as they bustle, nature as she blooms, he's coming soon. I walk alone here in the dark. On the breeze I hear a lark. The song she softly sings to the children on the swing. And I know God has left his mark. I watch the clouds form in the sky as the people walk on by. I feel the rain upon my face. God forgive this human race. And I'm glad Jesus saved my life.
Goodness, just pure awesome. Just pure awesome. Oh my goodness. Leon, you know, let's get back to your book, but this is awesome. The Looking Up Band, people, one more time. Looking Up Band. There we go. Give credit where credit is due. Yes, yes. Leon, you know, one of the things about this in your book, have you have ever? I know it's fiction, isn't it? The book's fiction, or what? I'll just this way. Is it fiction or non-fiction?
No, let's put it this way. It's a fictional book because of the fact that the characters are fictitious. The happenings, I like to say, could be ripped right from the day's headlines, because anybody who reads this book can identify different characters in here, you know, and similarities to people they know.
Just like a movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely,
it's called fictitious reality.
Yeah, every bit of fiction is tinged with a little truth, same as every bit of truth is tinged with a little bit of fiction.
Yes.
It sounds pretty real to me. I know that.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I know.
But I also know I don't think I can recommend that to my wife, though. I like
Oh.
to eat.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, you probably eat, but probably be, like I say, probably not on time, be a little late.
Oh, I was just thinking, hey, I'm trying to find mine on Match.com. Ooh, ooh, woo! That's going to be interesting. I'm still nervous about it.
Good luck.
Yeah, yeah. One of these days I'll respond back, but whew, I just look at my puppy and go, "Lady, let's watch a movie."
Hey,
You know, that's my little shepherd key. I have a little shepherd key. You know, that's my heart. That's my heart. But anyway, let's back to this. You know, He, She, Black Widow. You know, the Detroit. Okay, and it's basically in Detroit, Michigan, and you know, I want to go a little deeper with it because you lifted. There's a detective in the police department. Was it the police, the detectives, and there's a priest.
Yeah, well,
I'm not gonna give it away. So
yeah,
I threw it out there for you to answer.
Okay, I can tell as much about it as I possibly can without actually telling you what it is.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, there definitely is. There's a marriage there of some characters that are policemen with some of the main characters in there that's from the other side of law enforcement, you know.
Okay.
But you know, there's a communable meeting of the minds eventually there. You know, at the beginning they were definitely at opposites. One of the main characters in there, when I say the other side of the police enforcement, the leaders of one of the street gangs. He becomes a very, very central figure in the story, and along with the relationship that he develops with one of the main characters, also Captain Hawkins of the Detroit Police Department. And well, to give a little insight into it, the police department is riddled with unscrupulous characters. In other words, all policemen, same as all people, are not always exactly what they seem to be. So there's a lot of corruption that is going on in there that has a relationship. One of the characters in particular, one of the it's a sergeant, a detective, Simmons. And he has a relationship with one of the gang members in the dope trade, you know. So there's a lot of corruption that is going along that happens within the police community there, and as the story develops, then you see more and more of that in a telltale sequence that reveals more about the plot of the story.
It seems more like a movie type. You see those movies where the movie has that type of reality to it, and although it has that type of reality to it, but it's fiction. But on the other hand, the way the book is written, it's like that one of the legendary authors of Donald Goings, and it has that strength, that hardcore strength of streets, urban fiction. Okay, urban fiction.
Yeah, that's pretty much the new catchword for this type of book, urban fiction, as to back during the days of Donald Goines, which incidentally was one of my heroes in the literary world. Donald Goines was a fantastic writer. As far as I'm concerned, he had no equal. And pleasantly enough, some of my work has been compared with some of the works of Donald Goines, and that's a heck of a tribute there.
They didn't have a genre. I mean, well, this what's funny is that
the overall catchphrase for that type of literature at that time was street novels. You know.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
It was,
street
yeah,
novels.
it was considered and deemed street novels because the stories themselves were stories that was really ripped right out from the streets. The goings on, like I say, the things that you read in the newspaper, things that's reported on TV and stuff. You could readily identify the characters in the book with, people that you know. You read you read a certain passage. Yeah, that sounds like so and so there. I remember reading, hearing about that, something like that on TV. So it's like I say, every bit of fiction is tinged with a little truth, the same as truth is tinged with a little fiction, and that's what I try to incorporate into my writings. People, places, and situations that the reader can identify with. So I try to, keep it with that in that perspective.
Yeah, so one of the things he didn't make it so hard that you can actually, I was thinking about the genres, and in my head, I kept thinking about, because I was teaching about this, you got category, nowadays you have category, subcategory, then you have from basic category to, I'll give you an example. You have romance. You got fiction, nonfiction up top. Then you have something right under it, whether it's romance or crime or mystery. Okay, and then you have under it, what type of book is it? Is it poetry or is it novel, or is it, you follow what I'm saying? So to categorize, there's so many categories in one. I mean, when I'm publishing and I'm looking at all these listings, I'm going, oh my gosh, how can the common folk, the common individuals, be able to say, okay, that's the book I want, when you got a whole massive list with all these, I feel like I'm doing a puzzle.
Yeah.
I'm doing a newspaper puzzle. But I like it where, you keep it simple. And one retrospect, you could say, okay, because urban fiction or urban street?
Yeah, well, like I say, the catchphrase for it now is urban fiction.
Urban fiction,
but,
yes.
Yeah, in reality, and as a matter of fact, I think I
But it
like
sets
the
its
old
own
caption better when it's street novel. Because when you say street novel, okay, people have a very good idea right then. Okay, well, I understand what this is about. You know. Now let me get into the nuts and bolts of it and read it and find out, who did what and why did they did it and how was it solved and this and that.
That does convert it to, we have street novel up top. Then now it makes it easier saying, well, is it fiction or nonfiction? Because now you can get a solid category.
Absolutely.
Okay,
But like I say,
or subcategory.
the realism in it is that you know that it's fiction, but as you read the book, you get into it, you forget all about the fictionalization of it, because of the fact that's when the realism comes out, So
it puts the reader into the book.
There you go.
They become one with the book.
Absolutely.
Become one like
Absolutely.
Skywalker.
Absolutely.
One.
One of the things that I always enjoyed about reading literature is because of the fact that if it's well written and the story is kind of just catches you up. What it does is transport you from where you're at into where the story is. In other words, you become a part of the story. You become a spectator. You become a witness there, and it seems as if you know that you're right there, and you can see it happening. You can feel it happening. You can hear it happening. You can taste it. And that's when you know, hey, this is something that's worthwhile. If you can read a book and you forget all about that it's fiction, then the author haven't done their job, because a well-written story, it has to be able to transport you. And this is what I try to put into my works, into my books, is that you can actually become a part of what's happening there. The action scenes, you can actually see them happen. You can visualize them happening. The sights and the sounds of where it's happening at, you can actually